some reason still showing that I need to lime it. It doesn't make any sense because I've limed everything. Anyway, I'm going to re-lime that. We've got manure on here and here. This is the potato field. This is the sugar beet field. We're leaving those two alone. We got sorghum going in here, and we got soybean going in here. I'm going to concentrate on this big field today down here. I'm going to do that one. That's going to be the new cotton field, and I've got to find somewhere to put a grass field. I'm not going to keep this as grass. I want something just a little bit bigger, and I can't really extend it out anywhere. So I've got the workshop up here. It's a big hill. I got the big dam in here, so we can't go any further this way, and we got the chicken coop and that here. This is also up on a big hill around here, and this goes uphill from here, so we can't extend that small field. I'll probably just use that as a small extension to something else. I could even put a vineyard there, but I was going to put the vineyards and all that in this area. The main road from the shop comes down, wraps around here, and then cuts in here and up into the farm. Goes straight up that road. So I'm going to do some adjustment to the main road. From here I'm going to square it off, and the main road's going to head back out this way, because this is the area that the town's going to be in, all here. So I was going to put the town here, which would make sense. This is the flattest part of the map, these areas here. I'm still not too sure yet, but I haven't bought that area, so yeah, I'm actually going to sell these because I'm almost out of money and I won't need this bit of land yet. I will need these for the next field. So we're going to slurry these three. I put slurry down here as well, but I'm going to lime it first, and these have got the poop on it, the manure, and all about forestry. He's really kicking along now. So this was the grass field. I've dug it up, cultivated it in, and we've got soybean on here, which is finished now down the far end. We got sorghum in here. I don't need a lot of sorghum, so I just thought I'd throw a little bit in. This is the sugar beet field. It's all pooped over, and the potato field is also pooped over. This is where I'm going to put the vineyard down here. Make a nice big vineyard in this area. I think that'd go really well. And here's the main road from the shop. This is the import-export area for the moment. It's only a small, well, it's not even a town yet. And the main road, as I said, wraps around here. So I'm probably going to square this off, make the road come up here, and then I'll have a right-hand turn to head into my farm so I can fence it all off. And we'll continue this road down here, and then wrap it around the side of this hill, and probably continue it on that way, and the town's going to be down there. All this white rock area over here, I'm going to turn this into a mining area for lime and stone, just all this area here. So I'm going to try and figure out a way that I can cut a deep ridge through and bridge across. I've got to wait till I've got a couple of $1 million to do that, but I've got some good plans for this little area here as a mining area, and that'll let us bring people into town. And townsfolk will be kind of up on this ridge and around this sort of area here. So the new field is going to go just over. Oh, before we do, well, the new field's going to go over there. You can see at the end of where the lime has been finished off, so try and get one and run it parallel the way we're looking at it, up and down. And I might extend my forestry area just a little bit. So I think we'll just extend this out a couple of more rows, put some other trees in this section of it. So it should be good. They're growing fairly well, surprisingly. I've got two different breeds of trees in here at the moment. I'm going to put another row on this side, but I don't want to go too much further up the hill, so from the house when they're fully grown it should look fairly good. We'll also have the side road here and possibly a shed. I'll have to dig into the side of the hill here a bit. I'll probably get the shed for all the forestry equipment when I get around to getting that, but that won't be for some time yet. So yeah, that's the plan. That's the plan. We'll see how it all works out in the end. We've got two horses down here now. I put a shed shelter up for them. They got their water here, so something to look at when we drive in and out, no matter which way we go. Still see a horse in the paddock there. These other trees, they're just started to go now on their second and third stages, so that's pretty cool. And not much else has gone on. I did do this hill, but I showed you that in the last episode. And I'll find somewhere to put a grass field in, and I think probably this area here might be pretty good for it, I'd say. I wanted a larger grass field, so I don't know. I might put this back to grass. Who knows? I'm going to throw some slurry out now anyway. And we've got a lot of slurry to contend with, so why not use it? We've used all of our poop. So trailer and the bin's empty. I had to buy two trailer loads to finish those other fields off. Better just close the lids up. There we go. Don't want to contaminate the water. And as you can see, the straw's starting to get a little bit thin in the pasture there. Another 2 months there'll be no straw left, so we won't get any poop, and the cattle won't have any bedding, which means they won't breed. I'm going to have to buy some. Oh great, all my silage bales have disappeared except one. Fantastic. Just love the way Giant Software programmed this game. I think they've just done a real phenomenal job, and I'm being quite facetious by saying that. I think they're absolute moves. I've got no idea what they're doing. No idea at all. B grade. Totally B grade. I don't know what else to say about it. Absolutely useless. Anyway, no point complaining about it. Nobody listens. Very heavy. I think I might just tilt the front down a bit, because you want to keep the weight. You want to keep the weight sort of fairly evenly distributed. Let's have a look at that angle there. We're sitting there with a low toe ball. It's going to drag its heels, so kind of lift it back up a bit by dropping the nose down. It's not too far. Seems to be fairly good. So we got the smell of poop in the air, and now we're going to have this mixed in with the smell of slurry. So not a real good time of year to be hanging out on the farm on a windy day anyway. Totally pooped out. seed bed down here. Look at this thing. Come on, Giants, man, get your... Don't you blokes know how to program anything? Is everything too hard for you people? You know, you're pretty good at selling DLCs and flogging 20 bucks off people. Look at this, doesn't even spin. Oh dear Lord. Well, this tractor's out of there. I can't handle bullshit in this game, mate. I just can't. Done with it, man. Just giant software. You're just absolute friggin' noobs, man. You got no idea what yous are doing. Just give the game away, alright? Just give up, because yous are hopeless. Absolutely hopeless. Useless. They frustrate me. They frustrate me like nothing else. Where are we going to go from? Yeah, we don't need the weeder whacker now. We've already used that. I should have returned it. That back fence. So this windrow is a lot smaller. When I do my silage bales, it won't make my round baler go so slow at 4 kilometres an hour, which is maybe 2 miles. It's a real slow process with the large windrower. The windrow's just too high and too thick, and the round baler can't handle it, so this smaller one here should do a smaller windrow. Well, it will, and should be able to give a little bit quicker speed as we bale the silage bales. I'm going to drop this in the shed, and I'll use this vent to spread the urine, the slurry, all over our fields. Give our plants lots and lots of great nutrition. I might have to squeeze it somewhere. It's kind of out of area. I have got around the back here. I have to do that. I have to stuff it in the back here. And I got that spot there for the medium tractor that runs all the grass equipment. Got to be careful not to knock down my fence. Righto, let's go get some poop on this field. This thing drags its heel. I'm not going to be too happy about it. Time will tell. So we're going to put the slurry over the soybean. Give that some good nutrition. And I had to dig up the grass field. Just now I've got to put lime on that field here. It's got poop on it already, but I've got to go over the top with some lime. Go. 36-metre spread here. Fantastic. Looking pretty good. Now hold your nose, people. This has got to stink like nothing you've ever smelt. Worse than ball water. So we're definitely in line. I just Just make sure that the slurry is going to come from the cattle. So I'll use what's in our storage first. This is this one. Oh, I turned weeds off as well. I had them spring up and it was just like, I no longer got rid of them, and the very next day they came straight back again. I am buying seeds and we're not buying fertiliser. Slurry's coming from the large cow barn, and I've got full trailer work as well, so hopefully we're not going to have to buy any. I'll let the worker go. And let the stink begin. Behind it, good idea. But we get a greeny, a mangy greeny colour left behind. Of course, the manure just gives a darkish tint. We'll also slurry this field. Well, we're going to slurry the rest of them. We've got sorghum in this field for this season. It's only just been seeded down now, so I'll put slurry on this one as well. And the rest of the fields, I've got manure going up on this one. We're not going to use this field. I'm going to use this one for cotton in a couple of months, so we're going to leave this one bare. I've just got manure going down. Late now, I'm not going to pull it out, replough and cultivate it all again. I'm just going to let it go. Now I'm going to have two big fields of soybean. Oh my god, these workers just do whatever they want if you don't keep an eye on them. Anyway, not all will be lost. I've got tank empty, worker bees. Okay, lucky we stayed with him. Off again when that tank runs dry, which will be very shortly. So it's a big tank, 34 or just under 34,000 litres. It doesn't last, it won't last this whole field. I'll probably do another run and that'll be it, be empty. I'm going to have to buy slurry. Nothing like buying someone else's poop and urine, right? Well, other animals anyway from other farms. Keep the eye on that. When he runs dry, I'm going to have no choice but to buy it. The horse is in this little pasture out here now too, so I put an awning up there for a little bit of shelter for him. I was going to buy some straw, but I won't. Used the entire slurry pit. This storage is empty as well, so we've used all of our slurry on just 3 fields so far. Yes, bone dry. Anyone up for a swim? Alright. So I parked the bale trailer under this shed here yesterday before I logged off, and I had 13 bales on it. Now I've got just one. I don't know where they went. They just disappeared. We've got a few here. These ones should be fermented already, and they are. These silage, these ones won't be. They're still 33% fermenting. We've got our hay stack here. I won't need that. down to 13,000. So we'll probably finish this row off. Start to come back. Maybe you'll make the turnaround and I'll have to buy some more. I'm not too happy about that. Can't do anything about it. The icon up the top. I don't want to run over the seedbed. This thing works its way backwards as it folds. And just destroyed my track in the process. Nice work. Yeah, so the two fields down here. Also today, this area here, I'm going to put in a vineyard in this area. So vineyard and half vineyard, half orchards. And I'll have to have somewhere for a shed. This is the potato field. We've got to wait 6 months to plant that again. And this is the sugar beet field. And we've got to wait 6 months to plant this one as well. So we're in a little bit of a lull in this season. I won't be utilising all the fields, unfortunately. We've got half a trailer of wool. We'll have a full trailer after not too long. We'll be able to make some money off that. And I don't know. I don't think this was big enough for a grass field, but if I rotate it, grass, hay and silage, and do 3 cycles, I may be able to get away with it. I've got just enough in storage to see us through. We're starting to get the eggs piled up. There's about 10 pallets in the trailer. We won't be selling eggs for a while, but they do give good money. We can't sell the cotton bales that I've got here strapped down ready to go for sale until December. So that's going to sit there for quite a while. We've got another 5 bales up here. Could be 6, I think it's 5. Yeah, 6. It was one or the other. And they're waiting to be sold as well. So we've got a fair bit to do, and then down the back of this field, up to the base of the mountain there, to the edge about here somewhere. We're going to run a really long field down this way and take all this whole area, and that's going to be the new cotton field. It's going to be a really big one. I've already flattened out here, and I've already flattened out here as much as I can without digging in too much of the earth, so it will be a little bit moundy, but I'm sure we'll be able to harvest it all. We shouldn't have too much of a problem. Don't go on the seedbed. And before I put the grass down, I'm going to have to do I'm going to have to put some lime down on that field, because it says it needs lime. I don't know why. I've already limed it twice and it just keeps coming up needs lime. So that's where the new field's going to go, down to about here. Oh, actually to about this line, right the ways up in there. It's going to be a really big cotton field. I'll have to find some African American fellas who want to come and work it. I'm only joking. Cancel me if you wish. I couldn't give a fuck. They're the only ones I'll have working on the field. Because I'm a racist son of a bitch. I don't let whiteys work on my field because I'm racist. We'll just drop this one off here and grab the line. Hopefully it's going to accept it this time, because it hasn't been accepting it. should be full. We've got about 23,000 litres. We are full. I'll turn the production off at the moment. Oh, we've got 48,000 in there, so it's just costing me money that I couldn't afford. So I shut it down. I like the look of that. So we've already pooped it. Got poop all over it. Now we're going to throw some lime on top of the poop. Hopefully we won't get any rain. If we do, it's going to be one hell of a sludgy mess. Yeah, always does it. Always does it. Doesn't matter how you line this up, it'll always just miss something. This Giant software, such professionals. It's just done it again. Just, you know, really getting the jack of it. There you go. Still my hard-earned money. Now it overlaps by a mile. Yeah, I get really annoyed with this game. I really do. Soybeans going in here, so that means I have two soybean fields, both of these, which is just far too much. Yeah. The worker, after doing this one, just helped himself and started working this one. That was supposed to be my cotton field. That, and the new one I'm putting in here, which I'm going to do after this idiot finishes what he's doing. Come on. Yeah, alright. What else can we do in the meantime? Not a great deal, I guess. That's in there for service. And the slurry's empty. He's empty. He stopped working, didn't he? Alright, let's change that. Now I'm going to have to buy slurry. And he should take off again now. Hello, McFly. Anybody home? No, stupid's gone. He's just left for the day. Righto. Suppose he needed a beer. Go out there. Got something done proper. You got to do it yourself. Wouldn't rely on giant software to help. Oh, I'm going to get mangy feet. Okay, I've got my cattle boots on. Back this up a fraction. And off we go. And this is going to cost me an absolute fortune. Spray me, you jerk. All that crap all over. Alright. Mate, he's going to take forever. So I'll park over the other side. I'll be able to meet him. It's finished. so there's been times where I've done 4 and 5 hour stints and didn't have save on all my work. So we got down here the straw blower. That should be good to go. So I'm just going to paint a section of this out, which of course is going to cost me money, but I just do a border just with the green grass. Where are we? The flyover on consoles is pretty pathetic. And I'll put an awning down here for this guy. As long as you leave one horse in here, you can have all the other horses out somewhere else and they'll all benefit every time that horse eats. So I'll just do a mass square. I'll come somewhere about here. Where's the edge? The edge is here. So this just gives me a rough border outline. Doesn't have to be perfectly square, just as long as you try and keep one side of it reasonably straight. I need to leave enough room for the road in the town, which is going to utilise in between here going up there. And we don't want to be running on the edge of the hill, so it'll come to about here. Oh, it's going to go that way now, is it? Fantastic. Get as close as we can without getting it too bad. Take that down to there. Just like to do a border so I know what I'm kind of working with as an estimation. I use the green grass just because it seems to work better for me. Run straight down. I want to keep it square. Just the work would be useless. It'd be a really nice big cotton field anyway. I've come a bit too far, I reckon. So here's the end of it. Taken that up. Oh, I'm pretty close. And we can then get a couple of strips running this way as well. So, but I'll just get that one done first. We'll see how we go. Might just try and smooth a little bit of the top of this down, just to get a little bit of cast there. It's a pretty big mound this, so don't really need the top of it flat, I just need the edges. Just smooth down the edges, so when the header comes through, it doesn't get caught up on one side and then miss a whole row or a couple of rows on harvest. Seems to be fairly okay, just this little bit here. Try and ease that down a bit. go and get the field creator, and we'll just mark our boundary. Should do us. Those guys are going to be a while. I'm going to have to hire another large tractor. I'll stick with the Fent. It's only costing me one slot each time. I'll use the big guys this time. And I'll go down to my mods. There's nothing there I need. And we got field creator. And this second lot of them, I'm at the end of it. And it went past them, going through too quick. Here it is. You got two of them. This one's just a standard cultivator, and that one there, it says allows for field creation. Allow field create new fields. So I'm not worried about the colour of it. So we've got that ready to go. That should register now. Looks like he's doing his job properly. The slurry's up and away. Looks like the seeder's just finished. Oh, I can just smell that, even just looking at it. Yeah. How people get into bestiality with animals just fathers me. Just human beings, man. The weirdest creatures on the planet. And he's all finished. We'll go and put him away now. And this thing is probably the best to create fields with. Flat, so I don't need a weight on the front. There we go. The new import-export area. It's near the main freeway. So the dudes just roll in the gate there past the workshop and drop a container off and pick one up. All export. We just bring it down here and they pack them, ship them off, and they get a fee for it, which is fair enough too. All that area there is going to be vineyards. I may get onto that tomorrow, so it might be an episode I'll do tomorrow. We've got to get some money under our belt too, because we're going to have to hire some forestry equipment. Within the next 12 months, I'd say the first lot should be ready, cut down. Not sure what I'll do with them yet, whether we'll make pallets or planks or whatever, but we've got two breeds in here. We've got a row down the middle of spruce as well, just there. So spruce are slower growing. They will put down 3 months prior to the pine, and the pine are just shooting away, so we've got some more saplings to put in yet anyhow. No biggie. We'll take the short way around. Stir up the dust around the house. We got the power hooked up now too, so we got lights. They're all going to finish at the same time. Every time you plan to do something, all the work will finish at the same time. Wait to get rid of them bales. A lot of money sitting there. We've used all of our poop, used every last grain of it. I had to buy 2 trailer loads. And like spending your money on poop. Make sure I wasn't too close, but the boundary is here, and as you can see, you can end up in a whole lot of trouble. So stay away from that edge. What I do now, hit the triangle button to create the field. I won't actually do the outline. But if you run one line, run the worker to go about his business on his own. So all you have to do is just do a dummy line to start. This thing will plough and leave it in a cultivated state. I'm just going to jump across. At the moment, I don't trust this guy at all. Oh, well done, mate. Look at you. Aren't you just fucking clever? My bad. He ran out. That's good enough. Oh, you know what? I'm not going to go all the way back. Fill up and come all the way back again. I'll just get the worker to buy this last little splash. Oh, tank's empty. That's because I took buy off. Oh. Look, nothing's ever easy. Put it here. We'll just shoot down here anyway. We've got 32,000 litres. May as well use it. He's on his last run as well. Grass down as well with the other seeder. Shut down here. Nice work. That's a bit. Witchy. Do I expect anything different? I shouldn't have. And we're done. I'll chuck that last bit down. Slurry should be on, pretty much finished down the back there now. I don't know about you guys, but I can smell that. I can smell that fuel. I can smell it. It's even stinking the cloud out. stitch. Really, really, this is what giant software programming is like. Really, that's the spread. That's 1, 2, 2.5. Yet the spread on this, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this game's a piece of shit. It's bullshit programming. Alright, it's giant software, just useless. Absolute fucking useless. They really are. They're useless. Worst programmers of the decade. Noobs. They don't mind selling you $20 DLCs every second week. And their big promise was multiplayer extraordinaire, and yet they don't even have any servers that can accommodate anybody. You can play with other people in other countries or whatever. You can't use their servers. Even if you're in a different time zone, you can't use their servers because you've got like a 5-second lag. You try playing this game with a 5-second lag. Good luck. Me personally, I don't have the patience for it. I'm going to use this fella here. Throw the grass down. I still play it because I love gaming. And I love farming. This game has got so many faults on it. Front end loaders, all front end loader tools, absolutely pathetic. Garbage, B grade. Bales that flip and fly all over the place. Garbage. No apparent reason, they just flick off the end and end up 4 paddocks away. Programming B grade. Apologies to all the B graders out there, B grade programmers. You make giants look like amateurs. Touche. But they'll sell you DLCs for $20. Every 2 weeks a new DLC. They don't even own servers. Well, nothing decent anyway. You either go rent your own server, and even then you got lag. Make sure all that's up to scratch. Multiplayer game of the decade, eh? Multiplayer game of the decade. And they got no servers. Work that out. Okay, we're looking good here now. Should have a strip along here, and we do. So everything's kosher. Sure that keeps its line. Yeah, I'm a little bit confident in it. We've got old mate over here. We've got 2 massive fields of soybean now. Absolutely useless to me, the second field. Can't sell it for 2 seasons. Otherwise I don't make any profit out of it. Unbelievable. So I think this season we'll just leave the things as they are. This gets a bit rough. Just here. A bit bouncy. I've got to cut all these dirt tracks in between these fields, and I'll be running fencing all between them as well. I want it to look like a realistic farm setup, and not use anything till over the top. I'm going to leave that for the cotton, which won't be ready for some time yet. We can't put cotton in until March, or till February. So we've either got sorghum, which I've got, soybeans, I've got 2 massive fields, and I've got 600,000 litres of corn, so there's no point putting any corn down because I'm just waiting on corn to peak price, which is July. 400,000 litres of beets, and we've got to wait till January to sell that, and potatoes January, and the wheat we can sell today, I think. No, December. So we're in a bit of a lull. It is our third season, so everything will sort itself out. Put this fella away now. Cultivator there, it's just a cultivator, it's not a food creator. I'll give that guy a drink, and I think we'll head over and see what's going on. Sorghum, soybean, not happy about that one, and grass going down. Everything's looking pretty good. Poop, 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 slurry. I'm going to chuck slurry on this one as well, and that's had poop on it as well. So if we look at fertiliser, this should be double state, and these should be single. Yeah. So the next state will go down when I do seed them. When these pop up and these two pop up, then I'll go through and put that fertiliser down. I've also got a few liquid fertilisers here. I'm not really utilising them right now. That's a lot of money sitting there. But I try to go full organic, and it's turning out to be rather expensive, more expensive than what I anticipated. I'll leave old mate just there. Take him down to create this new field. Leave these guys. Just want to have one final look. And we've got plenty of time. You'll come back for 1, 2, probably 3 more. The third one will just be a thin strip. Yeah, everyone else is done. You can be left alone there. Yeah. Not too much to do left today. Wait on the front. Don't really need it, but since it's there, I'll take it. I'll pin it to the ground a bit more. 9.5 tonnes. Pretty heavy for this cultivator that we're heading to. I'll go and park this up where I just did, and then I'll skip down to the later there. I always use these Fence. They're my favourite tractors. 1050 Vario. Yes, I love it. There's bigger tractors out there, but this tractor is like my ex-girlfriend. It pulls hard. We'll go down here now. We'll go down, up and come back again. So I just run a dummy run the length of it, which is why I'm marking this out. And then I send the overlap with the worker and he can keep following it. As long as there's a line down, the worker will help create the field. I can sit back and suck on a beer. I said beer. And let the worker do the job. I'm pretty sure that mound there is smooth enough for the cotton header to make it over. Suppose we'll find out when we do seed it. So really there's not much left on this episode, so no one really wants to sit there and watch the field being created. Not a great deal left to do, so I'm trying to keep my streams shorter than what I've been doing. Probably end the episode there. I'm trying to just get up here. I'm going to stop it about there because I am going to run the line straight up towards the hill. We're going to do one long ways up there, which will give the border. What I do now is I do an overlap. Probably about somewhere here, doesn't really matter. That's why I put that marker out. Just drop it down, hit the circle button, and the worker's now going to do a dead straight line. Well, made a fucking liar out of me, didn't he? Go salt prick. Fucking work is good for nothing. Like giant salt prick, good for fucking nothing. Actually, giants are good for something. DLCs every 2 weeks. Yeah, in your pocket for another 20 bucks. Well done, giants. As long as this right hand side stays straight, and it will now, the work is on it. We can just go away from him now. Now that that strip's down, he'll just keep going down and straighten it out. And then we'll just keep doing that, back and forth, back and forth. I usually get 2 or 3 of these going at one time, but not today. I'm just going to sit back and suck on a beer. That's right, I said beer. I don't suck on anything else. I may suck the odd lemon now and again. Depends if she's into it. Not much else to do. He'll turn around and come back for that last strip. And he'll finish the grass. So another 2 runs or so for him. And we'll see you in the next episode. Thanks for watching. Hope you're enjoying the series. I think this field's going to work out well. I'm enjoying it anyway, for the most part. I'm going to paint some grass in there. And we'll catch you later.